Hello, sysfailure here again. Today we're looking at Snapshot 13W21A. Just before we look at what's coming up, I will quickly run through what I missed from the 13W19A snapshot, as I was busy doing video 100 that week, so I didn't do that. But rather quickly, for those who missed it, coal and charcoal both used to look like this. Now charcoal looks like that, so you can tell the difference. Your hardened clay blocks, if you put them in this arrangement and some dye in the middle, you can have all these lovely shades of clay here. And you can see them equivalent to their wools. They're a little bit darker. And they blend together quite nicely as well. Nice and seamless. These little blue blocks, these are your lapis lazuli or lapis lazuli or whatever you want to call it. And they've now got little chiseled edges on them. You may or may not like that, so it screws it up for fake water, but they're quite nice. And this is a retextured coal block, so it looks a little bit like a rough piece of coal. Anyway, on to the new stuff of the 21 snapshot. Our little donkey, mule or whatever we've got here with our little chest. If we just, there we go, shift click, right click there. Here he is, and this is his little storage space. It's a little bit smaller than it used to be, but that's understandable considering he's got tiny little chests on him. Also here, this is where you can put your saddle, and you can actually remove it again. I'll show you that in a second. Also, if we hop on, here we are, and I press whatever button is for my inventory, which in this case is I, we can actually get into his inventory as well by doing that. Horses, same thing, you can do it off or on. But if you got on, you notice they have no inventory, but they do have the saddle and armor. And we can actually take the armor and the saddle off, so we don't actually have to kill them to get our stuff back anymore. So that's pretty good. The main thing that's coming though is the ability to actually alter attributes. I'll show you that in a second, because there is a little bug whilst I was designing this. If you look at the lava, it's animating far too quickly, and it's not running its full sequence. It seems to get so far and then jump back to the beginning, but I'm sure that'll get fixed. Anyway, for sort of adventure map makers and stuff, you can have nice little items like this. This is our chest piece of the rock giant. So you notice the standard enchantments there. Sort of level 21s for fire protection, blast protection, the sort of thing you'd expect of a rock giant. However, you'll notice down the bottom it says minus 25% speed. Well, this attribute's not working at the moment, but what it's meant to do is when we take this item, other than the fact that it screws with our view whilst we're holding it, is if we're wearing it, it'll actually make us 25% slower. So we should now be 25% slower. You'll also notice our view gets fixed in a moment. But I'm actually still moving pretty normal. And you'll also notice that sprint and walking are about the same speed. So the speed attribute is totally knackered at the moment. So imagine you've got this tough little chest piece. Switch over to game mode 0. So you want to be hard as nails, but in exchange you would have to go through a little bit slower. So you'd have to take the risk that perhaps you might not make it to the other side. Obviously in this case we are going to make it across. If I can get out of the lava. There we go. Anyway, so once that bug's fixed, that'll be quite entertaining. Some of the other bits do work though. Here I have an entertaining little thing. This is actually our telescope. And here are some other adjustments you can make. So you get plus 5 speed. A slightly different modifier makes the same one give plus 500. And we can do minus 5, which is just sort of the opposite version of that. And so on, so you can mess around with these. Just grab some of these. And this is the fun little thing, the Wither Splinter. This gives us plus 200,000% attack damage. So I'll demonstrate that in a second. Our little telescope, which, there we go. Not much of a zoom, but I thought it was quite entertaining. Anyway, so the increased damage one is working. So if we just pop over here and we'll get ourselves a wither. I'll just check. Yep, that's fine. Now obviously, as you're far aware, winters, twice I've done that. Withers, an absolute pain in the butt to kill, take quite a while. If we just track this guy down... There you go. One hit kill from the Wither Splinter. Obviously that's a little excessive, but you can sort of mess around with attributes like that. And all these changes will also affect pretty much anybody holding or carrying them. So that's players, and it'll affect mobs as well. So that's a useful little thing. But that's pretty much it. Sorry it's a little bit later in the evening than expected this is put up. Did take a little while to try to figure out the attributes, especially as we saw some of them were a bit buggy. So when it was right, turned out that I thought it was still wrong. But anyway, that's it. That's the 13W21A. So thanks for watching, and bye-bye.